Hello, everybody. Jimbo says hello. Hold on, he wants to say hi. Let me know how everything sounds. If my voice is too loud, my music's too loud, anything like that. Here, it looks like my voice is maybe a little loud. Maybe the music is a little loud. I don't know. You let me know in the chat. But in the meantime, Jimbo, come here. Come here, bud. Yeah, you. You wanted to say hi. Oh, come here. Oh, come here. Say hello. You just want to purr now. You just wanted it to be held. Is that all? Well, you can say hi if you want to. No? You're just happy like this now? Okay, you just want to give me kisses. Alright. Well, we'll be on in just a second. Right, Jimbo? Yeah. Alright, we'll be on in just a second. Jimbo is very unsure if he wants to go in or out. But we have decided that we're going to start anyhow, buddy. So you should really make up your mind. Here we go. Hello, everybody. Hello, welcome to the live stream. Hope you're having a great day. Happy Sunday. I know, weird day to do a live stream, but I thought let's mix things up. I've been wanting to mix things up this whole time we've been doing this puppet live stream anyhow. So why not do it today? Finish up our puppet. So if you didn't know what we're doing today, we are making this puppet. Now, this one is completed. This is Jack Gurgle. Here, wait, actually, Jack, go ahead. Say hi to everybody. Hello. Thank you very much. I can't believe you didn't start with me talking to everybody. I'm sorry. You let them all see me unhanded. That is unacceptable. Well, I'm sorry about that. I forgive you. Well, thank you very much. This is Jack Gurgle. He is our Goblin puppet that I made years ago. But I didn't really write down the pattern as I made it, so it's just been kind of sitting and being one of my favorite things I've ever made, but I never taught how to make it. So this live stream series, we have been recreating Jack Gurgle from scratch, going one stitch at a time, and you viewers can watch me designing it and looking back at the pattern, seeing where I left off, and oh, this round I need this many stitches, and this is our new character here. Now I will say we are making this one slightly different, as you can see, in a few different ways. First off, we're using a different kind of yarn. We're using our special Amigurumi cotton yarn. Okay, Jimbo, that is enough. Thank you. He's attacking my legs right now. We're using our special Club Crochet Amigurumi cotton yarn, which is making our Jack Gurgle round 2 a little bit bigger and a little bit more vibrant. He's a little bit more vibrant of a color. Look, he's biting that ear. We're also going to make this one a girl puppet, and she's got a little tongue ring right now. So today what we need to do is we'll need to finish up the actual puppet part itself. Finish up the body, so on the arms, make the little loincloth here, and then start customizing our puppet. We want to customize it. I don't know really exactly how we want to customize it just yet. I know we want to add earrings, maybe nose rings, probably some eyebrows or eyeshadow or something. I was thinking it might be fun to have a mohawk. I really like, there's this thing in puppetry called sympathetic motion, which is when you move, when one piece moves and then another piece moves sympathetically. Jimbo just sneezed on my foot. Okay, thanks, buddy. He's hidden inside of the light box, so I can't get him out anyhow. So sympathetic movement is basically like, this doesn't really sympathetically move. I'll show you. Let me see. Hold on. We need a character here that can show you what sympathetic movement looks like. Oh, here. This is sympathetic movement. These little guys have sympathetic movement. So it's when you move one thing and then something else moves on its own. So like these little dingle dangles are sympathetic movement. So what I think would be fun is to do a mohawk, because that would give that kind of like motion to our puppet. But I don't know. I'm open to suggestions and I'm open to thoughts from the chat. By the way, thank you everybody who is joining today. I know it's a weird time for live stream, Sundays. That's strange, but I just thought it'd be kind of fun, you know? And I'm not watching the soccer game anyhow, but I know some people are, so we might have a small stream today, and that's a-okay too. After this live stream is over, though, we're going to be putting all of the written instructions on the website. So if you're not already on the site, check it out. clubcrochet.com/goblin is where you can find today's pattern. Just clubcrochet.com. Now, I'm keeping this pattern available free until we complete the pattern. And then when we complete the pattern, I'm going to probably turn it into a fancy PDF. And then when I do that, I'm going to make it a membership exclusive pattern. So if you want to crochet along with me, it is available for free still. And all the instructions so far are currently on the website at clubcrochet.com/goblin. You don't even need a login to access the pattern, which is pretty cool. So if you want to get the pattern, go check it out right now at clubcrochet.com. In addition to that, what else you'll need? Watch out, Jimbo. I know. And outside of the pattern itself, of course, you're going to need some yarn and a crochet hook. That is my foot, Jiminy Cricket. No. Oh my gosh, my cat is going crazy today. He's like, it's Sunday. You're not supposed to be live streaming today. You're supposed to be hanging out with me. We will hang out more. I promise. We hung out this morning already a little bit. Okay. So if you want to crochet along with me, we're going to be using worsted weight cotton yarn. It's just my favorite kind of yarn to use in general for crochet. I do really like it for puppets because it really shows off your stitches really well. So it really shows that it is crocheted, which I think, you know, it's kind of a really fun part about the puppetry. But you can use any kind of yarn you want to make a puppet. Just make sure to use the same yarn throughout your project. And make sure to use the right crochet hook. We're going to be using a size G 4mm crochet hook for our puppet using our worsted weight yarn because it's the best kind of hook to use for that yarn. Now we've actually made, I think we've made this entire puppet with just one ball of yarn so far, which is kind of crazy. I can't believe it. That can't be right. Maybe anybody that's been watching, have I used a new ball of yarn? I don't think I have. I think I've only been using one ball of yarn this entire project, which is kind of wild. I might have changed yarns once, which would mean that it would be like 2 balls of yarn. But still, like, that is not as much yarn as I thought we would need, to be completely honest. But yeah, as you can see, we've already made the nose, the ears, the face. We've made the mouth mechanism. We sewed it all together already. You can see this has a little fancy mouth mechanism that we made for it. So you can put your thumb right here, and it lets it's a little bit more comfortable of an open-close kind of situation. Makes it a little bit easier. Okay, but today we need to finish up the body and stuff. Now, if you're watching right now and you think, this is cool, wow, this guy just makes puppets on live streams, crochets on live streams, that's really fun. I think this is a really cool channel. Well, thank you very much. You should consider supporting us if you can. There's a whole bunch of ways to support this channel. The easiest, freest way to support is with a Club Crochet membership. Members get early access to future patterns. They get access to the exclusive library of tutorials. I make new ones all the time. You can learn more at just clubcrochet.com. This pattern will be a membership exclusive later on. You can even get a free trial, see if it's something you're interested in. And if you don't like it, you can cancel it at any time. It's no big sweat. I appreciate you even considering to support. So yeah, you can learn all about that at clubcrochet.com. Other ways you can support. We have a big new project coming out this September. It includes a bunch of different stuff, but our first book, look at my book, it's here. Isn't this awesome? This is Crochet Goomies, our new book that's coming out this September 22nd. You can pre-order it now at thegoomies.com. And if you pre-order it on Club Crochet, you get a little bit of a discount. If you have a membership, you get an even bigger discount. In addition to that, you get a special bonus pin, which I have to order tomorrow. So I'm very excited. I've been like going through a bunch of different designs, and anyhow, it's really exciting. The book is coming out very soon. It's a book of 50 characters from my library. It's a crazy huge book. Look how thick this book is. Look how much content is in this book. I have filled it to the brim with different patterns, tutorials. Look at all the photo tutorials. And what's really cool too is there's a story, there's a lore for each character, a story. There's a giant map of this world that we've built, Gumia. And to top it all off, okay, this already is so cool, right? But what's even cooler is we have a card game. There's a trading card game that comes with it. You can print your own game with the book itself, but Battle Goomies is coming this September 1st to BackerKit. It's going to be a crowdfunding event. Our first prototype got here yesterday, so I'm going to open it on camera for you guys. I'm so excited about this. This is my prototype for the game. Now the cards, these are not final cards, but the cards will be very cool. There's going to be holographic versions. Here, we'll just grab some from the top of the deck here. Just a couple of them. So you can see, look at how cool the back of the cards look alone, and then you turn it. Ready? Look at that. Oh my gosh, we got Sarah the Triceratops. We got Pekka the Ankylosaurus. They've all got their own special stats and their own abilities. We got Eddie the Stegosaurus with dumb luck. He gives extra rolls to your game. So you can play a game with these, or you can just collect the cards if you want to just collect them. What's really cool is they have little codes. Oopsies. Don't. There we go. There's really cool is they got little codes at the bottom that you can use on the Club Crochet website to untangle all of the different parts of the card. So you can untangle the card itself, and then you can get the patterns, and then you can get. I'm gonna do special art for wallpapers. We're looking at doing like songs for each design. There's so much coming to this, and if you are interested, you think this is really cool, it is very important to support this project on day one. So it comes out September 1st. If you support on September 1st, you get a very special extra perk too. So go check it out. You can learn more at battlegoomies.com or just thegoomies.com to learn everything about all the different projects. There are so many of these different cards, and we're going to come out with more and more of them as time goes on too. So I am so thrilled to talk about this and to share it with you. We played a game the other day live. So if you're interested in learning how to play the game, then go ahead and check out thegoomies.com and reach out to me, and I will play a game with you. I have an online version to play, so we can play it on the internet. But also, it's just cool to like have a bunch of cards of your crochet patterns. I just think it's really cool. So that is my little spiel. Please consider supporting this channel if you haven't already. It is the best channel and is all completely created and supported by the live stream audience. So thank you to everybody who has supported. I super duper ultra mega ultra appreciate it. I know, right, Amber? Okay, wait, we'll talk about that while we're crocheting today. Hold on, Jimbo. I need to move this. I know, I think I need to kick you out, buddy. You're being really loud right now. Come here. I know, I'm sorry. You just keep attacking my feet. Here, wait, say bye to the chat. Say bye. 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 Jimbo says bye. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, you just keep attacking my legs. And sneezing all over me. I just got Jimbo fur in my throat. Sorry, I know Jimbo's really fun to have in here, but you don't even see what he's doing. He's attacking my legs like the entire live stream. Okay. Let's get back to crocheting our puppet here and remembering where the heck we left off. Is the music too loud? Please let me know in the chat if the music is getting way too loud. It feels like maybe it is, but I don't know. Oh, Zoe is here! I didn't think you were gonna make it, Zoe. Welcome. Okay, so where we have left off, we've made the arms, we made all the accoutrements, the arms and legs, the ears, the nose. He doesn't have any legs, I just remembered. So what we need to do next is we need to complete the body, which means that we just kind of have a lot of crocheting to do. I think it's just single crochets for a long period of time. Let's look at where we left off on the body. It looks like we got to our body size. We got to right here. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds after the mouth. So we're gonna have to make the arms eventually, or like so on the arms eventually. But what I want to see is how many rounds. Do I have a needle? That might be a problem later. Oh, there we go. What I need to see is how many rounds of single crochets there are between where the mouth is and where we start decreasing. Because I have 1 round in here, maybe 2, where I decrease it down just a little bit. Yeah, you can see right here's a decrease. So right near the end, we're going to decrease it a couple times and then single crochet. But how many rounds before we get to those decreases is what we're looking for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 rounds before we start decreasing. I don't think we're even close to 15. I think we're maybe at 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we got 10 more rounds of single crochets to do. And that's, you know, that's pretty easy. So that's nice to have a good, easy start to the stream, you know? So we're just going to crochet 10 rounds of single crochets. And then we can start, I don't know, we probably can just sew on the arms, or maybe we should just do the decreasing and then sew on the arms, and then we could start like customizing our goblin. I'm still open to different customization options, obviously. Yeah. Okay, there was something I just was like, oh, I want to talk about this, that someone asked, but my brain is fuzzy. Oh, music. Okay, so check this out. How cool is this? I reached out to a friend of mine, Finn. Here, you know what? We're going to change the background music to be Finn's music because he is so talented. Hold on. I need to find his music online. So he's a friend of mine. His mom actually is the... Can I just find like his whole album? Hold on. There's got to be a way to find his whole album. He's a composer. And let's do this one. Perfect. Yeah, we'll change to his album. There we go. Yeah. I don't know if you can hear it that well. If you need me to turn it up, let me know. But how cool is this? Okay, so I reached out to Finn the other day. He actually lives like right next door. And his mom is part of Club Crochet. She is the, if you reach out to the contact emails, you email contact@clubcrochet.com, and you'll get Heather, who is Finn's mom. And so Finn just graduated college recently, and he's been a good friend. He comes over and watches Jimbo and stuff. Anyhow, I was like, hey dude, I know you compose music. Would you be interested in composing a soundtrack for my new book and game? Because I think it'd be so cool to have a soundtrack that I could like use while you're playing the game. You know, like you play the soundtrack in the background while you're playing the game, or while you're reading the book, or while we're doing our live stream crochet alongs, whatever. I just thought how cool would it be to have a background music soundtrack. And he is so into the idea, and I'm just so jazzed that he likes it. Essentially I don't know yet. We're still working on it together. He's going to be composing all the music, but obviously, like, I have a very unique idea in mind for how this is going to work. And so I think the way we're going to start is we're going to have like a main theme, and then we're going to have like different themes for every region, because in the book there's a world, right? It's called Gumia. It's a world of these crocheted critters, and in this world there are 10 regions that you visit. And so I thought it'd be fun to do a song for each region. So it's like, you know, you're going into the jungles, and it's a specific music for the jungles and this area and that area. So that was the first idea, and he is super into that. So we're probably gonna do that. And then in addition to that, one idea we both had is to do a song for every the first 50 characters of Gumia. But I don't know if that's going to be realistic. So I think that might end up being like one of our stretch goals for the crowdfunding event. So I don't know. No promises there on that. But I just think it's such a cool idea when it comes to music. Just to do music for I don't know. I like music a lot. And I think your vacation is booked for Gumia, Amber. I love that. I just thought it was just such a fun idea. It's so unique. I've never heard of any book doing that, let alone a crochet book. And already this idea is becoming more and more unique as things go. That like I just think it's so cool how unique this book is becoming. Every day before it comes out, it's like the more and more friends and family and people in the community are interested in joining the community and getting into this game and helping out where they can. And so it's just becoming so cool. So if you're interested, you think this is a really cool project and you'd like to help, or you'd like to help support it or whatever, like, please do. I need all the support I can get. Thegoomies.com is where you can go to like follow the project, or pre-order the book, or you can reserve your spot for the game to get an extra exclusive card. Share it with friends and family. Seriously, please share it. Check us out I've been posting a bunch on Instagram and YouTube on my other channel, Louie's Loops. Go check that out. Like all my stuff like that. Yeah, please spread the word, because it is going to be a really cool project, and the more people that are interested in it and that can support on day one, the more this project can grow to be bigger and bigger and bigger. So I'm very, very excited. Timothy said, "What's next? A Gumi movie?" Oh my god, seriously, legitimately, I'm like, maybe. I think here's what I think is next. Actually, I don't know if I'll be able to do a movie for Gumis ever. I mean, who knows? Who knows? Honestly, I'm in LA. Maybe someone will be super interested and want to do a stop motion crochet movie. How cool would that be? I'll go to Washington and get Leica Studios to make a crochet movie for me. Oh, that would be the coolest. That laugh was funny, but it would be cool. No, but I think realistically, actually, something that could be next that I want to work on is comics. I think it'd be really cool to do a graphic novel or comic book with the Gumis, you know? Where it's like real pictures in my Lightbox, and then we do a story. I've got a few writer friends that have reached out to me interested in helping me create lore and a story for this world, so I want to kind of see where that goes too. But yeah, I'm just thrilled, honestly. I'm so excited about what this project's becoming, and it's not even out yet, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and then we could do this, and then we could do that. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited. All right, I think we've only done 2 rounds here, so we've still got 8 more rounds to go. Quite a lot. You'll play Norma? You're not that old, but who cares? yeah. What's cool about the game is that it totally transcends age. Oh, you're saying because you'll play her, like you'll be her in the movie. You'll be the voice of Norma. I love that. Love that. It's a great idea. Did I do a live stream on Friday? Asks Isaiah. Yes, we did. On Friday we did I did a secret live stream. It was a live stream where we played Battle Gumis. But I just unlisted the live stream. It was on Club Crochet and Louis Loops. And I played the game with someone from the audience. So it was first come, first serve, and someone joined in, and I taught her how to play the game, and we played a game of Battle Gumis, and it was all live. It was really cool. Right? I think a comic would be so much fun. Just like exploring the world, learning more about each of these characters. Maybe we could do some kind of like larger overarching story about the Gumis. I think that would be really, really cool. I wonder if I could get a publisher for comics. That might be kind of cool. That might be kind of tough to do though. I don't know. I think I'm like torn. It might be really, really, really difficult. It might be actually easier than I think, because like the hard part about comics is the art. Obviously, that's like beyond, like that is the hardest part. First, it's just the illustrations, and then it's line work, and then it's coloring, and then it's the words on top of that. Like there's so much that goes into making a comic book. It's insane. But the cool thing with my art is like I can kind of like take some shortcuts. I can use the same characters for each scene. It's all photographs. I mean, obviously I'm going to have to edit the photos and stuff, but I don't know. I think there's a serious possibility it's a lot easier to make the comics from doing it my way rather than like illustrated comics. But not to say that it's not going to be a lot of work. It would be so much work still. But I do think it would be really cool. Hey, we got Stitched Fan, or sorry, Nation of Crochet in the chat. How you doing, dude? I made a stream a little earlier for you UK people over here. The one person in the chat that I think is as interested in crocheting goblins as I am. You notice I had a character named Chrissy. Yes. Oh my gosh, how excited is that, Kristen? Yes, there is a... Yeah, she's actually right here. Hold on, check this out. She's in the Lightbox right now. This is Chrissy. Chrissy the Kobold. It's you. It's named after you, Kristen. Chrissy the Kobold. She is a one of the members of the Kobold Coalition, I think is what they're called. They're a bunch of kobolds that live in the Batonian Bluffs, which is like this giant mountain range that's between the woods and the Mogsby, the Goblin village, and in it is a bunch of. It's got the cool. Honestly, it's the coolest. It's the coolest area in the book. Here, wait. Let me just read you a portion of it because it's so cool. Hold on. I gotta look through my book. Here it is. So, this is like the story of the Dusty Hook Dungeons and how it came to be. And what's really cool is this is my I think honestly my favorite line of the whole book. The maze of pathways was formed over eons by slowly unwoven threads snagging on tangled up buttons that the fibers that fill the fibers of the mountain. Over time, Goomies of all kinds have found their way in to the mountain. Through the cracks of the mountainside, discovering the wealth of buttons filling the cavern. Through generations of mining that followed, the tunnels started to resemble halls rather than caverns. And the promise of riches attracted Goomies of all kinds into the growing dungeons. Now there's more there, but here's the map too, so you can see it. So this is the Dusty Hook Dungeons. You can see part of it. There's the dragon. I think Chrissy's somewhere in this. Oops, sorry, I keep hitting the camera. I think that's Chrissy right there. You can barely see her because of the camera. Doesn't really show it very well, but she's in there. She's in there. That's what's so cool about this map is like the map shows all of the characters, where they're at in the world. Oh, I'm just so excited about it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so bad at keeping it all contained now. You know, now that I have it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I just want to read it and talk about it all the time. Yeah, I'm really, really, really excited. So we're going to be shipping out. I need to contact my publisher so they can send me the books. I think I'm going to be able to get my copies of the books for everybody that pre-ordered, maybe even a little bit earlier. So I'm going to try to send them out to all the pre-orders a little earlier than the release date. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to do my best. And that's especially for, like, I really want to ship out the ones international. So anybody that ordered in the UK or like anywhere internationally, I'm trying to ship those ones out faster so that I'm certain that they're there by release date. But we'll see what happens. You know, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we're almost halfway done with our single crochets for the body here. But as you can tell, it's just going to be a lot of single crochets for a little bit. But so exciting! Yes, I know the book is so exciting. Yeah, let me know if you want to know any other lore. I've got a bunch of lore for all the characters. Chrissy's lore is that she is so she's part of this group of kobolds that all work for the fearsome, fiery foreman of the Dusty Hook Dungeons, whose name is Flint the dragon. And Flint entered the dungeons recently. The dungeons used to be completely populated mostly by dwarves, but the dragon came in and kind of like sealed the dwarves away and started to mine the buttons themselves, and now has this group of kobold miners that are just taking all of the gold buttons. But the problem is they're starting to Chrissy and a small group of these kobolds are starting a union where they are like, we are not getting paid enough, we're not great at mining anyhow, so like it's not worth it for us. And so she's trying to start basically an uprising in the Dusty Hook Dungeons to get fair wages, which I think is just fun and funny. And there's a fun thing at the very end of the book. It wraps up a bunch of stories, and so I really like how the Dusty Hook Dungeons story wraps up. Everything goes well. Let's just go with that. And it's a nice ending to the story of that part. Yeah, pretty much every character's story wraps up pretty well, and I like it a lot. But I think my favorite like little story in the book is the Burbs, It explains, we finally have a full lore and explanation of what the burbs are, why are they here, what are they spying on. All that stuff is explained in the books, which is so fun to me. It's like this giant mystery throughout the books of like, what are these burbs? They're not like, you find out that they're not really from this planet, and it's really cool. They're my favorite mystery of the book. One magic ring to rule them all. Oh my god, I love that. That's so funny, Timothy. I'm gonna totally use that. Woo! Good neck crack. How is the studio thing going? I personally think that the burbs put holes in the wall. That's funny. The studio is going really well. So what Amber's talking about is me and my dad are working on a studio in our garage. In my garage. And so basically this whole setup, so where I'm at right now, this is my essentially my office, but we need more space. I'm kind of taking up a little too much space in this office, so I've built a new studio that's in the garage, and the idea is it's going to be fully soundproofed, a good place for us to do live streams or just videos, and for me just to work in that is outside of the house. Which means that you probably won't see as much of Jimbo in the live streams anymore. I know, that's unfortunate, but I think I might be able to figure something out for that. But also that really will be nice, because I can't tell you the amount of times I've had to re-record videos because Jimbo has completely messed up the recording by like moving the camera or screaming in the middle of the video. He loves to get attention. He's just an attention boy. Likes his attention. And so when I'm not giving it to him, but I'm in the house, what is going on? Why not? Where do the burbs live? Great question, Amber. So the burbs live in a different dimension than ours. In a dimension that is spelled A-I-G-G. It is pronounced egg. And so they are from that dimension. And that, I think, is enough for you right now. I think if you want to learn more about where the burbs live and why they're here, you'll have to read about it in the book. Or wait patiently till my next live stream when I tell you all my secrets, because I can't keep a secret because I'm super excited about this book. It is really cool, though. It is like, yeah. And now I'm kind of free to start writing more lore of more characters now, because now I have all these characters. But like I said, I have a friend that's wanting to work with me to start writing the writing some lore, some deeper lore for each of the characters, because in the card game there are going to be 4 different kinds of each character's card. So here, let me just show you. So I'll just grab a character from in here. Yeah, we'll go with this one. So this is Mayor Chip McCrumble. He is the mayor of Sweet City, which is a city in the in Gumia. Look how shiny this card is. Wow. And what's really cool is each card is going to have a bunch of different versions. So this is the base version. You can see in the bottom corner, I think, if I can get it to focus. Well, you can barely see it, but there's 1 star right there, right next to this little P. That P means that this is a prototype card. When we finish the cards, there's going to be first edition cards. And then right next to it shows the rarity of the cards. So this is a 1-star rarity. This means that there's like a common. This would be like a common card. When you buy the starter deck for the game, it comes with all of these common cards. Then there's a 2-star version, which are, uncommon cards, and those are going to be this version, but it's going to be holographic. So it'll be shiny. There's going to be holographic elements all over it. The character might be shiny, or the title might be shiny. It depends on the card. Each card gets a different one. And then what's really cool is the 3rd and 4th variations of the cards are full art versions of the cards. So it's a completely different art, and then the entire card is art. There's no border. It's all art from top to bottom. And so what I think would be really cool in the book, or in the Untangle system, is if you put in the code for one of the full art cards, you'll get different kinds of lore. So you'll get like deeper lore for each of the characters depending on which cards you collect. Which I just think is really cool, is like there's reasons to want to get those cards outside of just playing the game or just collecting really cool versions of all the cards. There's also like a lore part of this where you actually untangle things that give you more information about the world, or I'm also thinking that some of these might give you information about how to like strategy on how to play with this character. So like, you know, for example, Chip McCrumble there is a healer. They're really good at they can give extra hearts to teammates. So like, for example, their strategy might be, it's really nice to have them with other characters that have a lot of hearts, or just keeping Chip McCrumble defended while he's using that is a really good strategy too. There's a bunch of strategies with that character though. They're also really smart, so they're really good at winding, which is the main way. There's like, the main thing you're trying to do in the game is you're trying to wind your yarn ball up before your opponent. So Chip McCrumble, for example, is really good at that. But I think the lore part would be really fun. And then the other thing that I'm trying to make for these cards is like, if you untangle the full art version of the card on clubcrochet.com, it'll also give you a the what's it called? Like a mobile wallpaper, like the wallpaper version, so you can use the wallpaper on your computer or your phone or something as their background. I just think that'd be really cool. Yeah, that ability was well chosen. Cookies fix everything. Exactly. Yeah, his ability is titled Chip In. So he's taking a piece of himself. So he loses a heart, but he gives other characters more hearts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we're almost done with all these single crochets. I really, really like that character a lot. I like all the characters though. This is one thing I'm actually really proud of, and I'm really excited to see how this game evolves as other people start playing it, because it is very strategic. Like, there's a lot of what's the word for this? There's a lot of what is it called when you like work together? Combos? Synergies? I think synergies might be the better word. So there's a lot of like synergies in the game that even I haven't discovered yet, of like, oh, if you put this character with this character, it means that, you know, what's a good example? Oh, I know. There's a penguin in the game that gives +1 to your support. They're slippery is the idea. And so the penguin, any character that's next to the penguin gets +1 to their support. And so if you have another character that's next to them, there's one character that gets money based on how much support he has. So if you have these two characters together, then the money character, who is Shank the Goblin, will get extra money for you. So there's all these synergies that, and ones that I haven't even really like put together as like, oh my gosh, this could be overpowered or whatever. I'm excited to see if what people can learn. Yeah, tactics, I guess, would be a good way to say it. That just evolve the game more and more. And I'm excited to make new characters. I want to create items. That's a real big goal of mine, is to make an item system so that you can add hats and add like weapons or like a crystal ball to a character that gives them a higher chance to wind, or like I don't know, I've got a bunch of ideas for different kinds of items. A top hat that makes your character just a little bit smarter, or go first, or whatever. Yeah, I'm excited to kind of explore that as like an additional expansion on the game too. And then obviously I'm really excited to just expand on the characters. There's a gazillion characters now that I've made that aren't in these first 50 that I'm like, oh my gosh, how do I get, Flurple, the purple alien? Like, when do I get to add that character into the game? Or when do I get to make, there's a character that I made when I first made the game that's not in the final version. There's like 30 characters that I made for this game that I wasn't able to fit into this first draft. So there's one that's like Dojingles, who I think you might have seen Dojingles before. He is a gingerbread like Christmas ornament. Anyhow, he's got a really cool abilities and like lore in the world that I just wasn't able to fit into this first draft. So I'm really excited to have him as an expansion and a bunch of other characters as expansions. Collaborations. I think someone said collaborations. Timothy. Oh, you were saying collabs between the characters, but that actually reminds me too, something that I'm also really excited about, which is collaborations for this whole project, because another big thing that I want to do is start to I want to start to go to other crocheters. Hold on, I need to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, okay, we're good. 2 more rounds. I want to go to other crocheters and start doing collaborations so that other designers have their Gumis in Gumia too. So I'm reaching out to a few of some peers and some friends of mine that are crochet designers to help me make a few new characters for an expansion. And anyhow, I'm just so stinking excited. It's crazy. I'm stinking excited. This week, though, especially, I've been really, really excited about the idea of a soundtrack. I just think that is so freaking cool and unique, and just another way that just makes this book and this game like so different than anything else I've ever seen before. Which is what I'm going for. I'm trying to make it very, very unique, but not so unique that it's like unrecognizable. I want it to be unique, but still have elements in the game that are approachable. So there's like dice rolling in the game. There's components and mechanics in the game that are very familiar, I think, for most people that play games, but presented in a way that is so different than anything I think anybody's ever seen that it'll be I'm hoping a breath of fresh air for a lot of people that play games. What's the major conflict in this world of Gumia? Great question, Timothy. Timothy's coming here with the good questions. The major conflict in this book is the rip in space twine. So there is a giant rip in the fabric of reality over Sweet City, and you don't really know why. You find out why at the end, but you do know that it has caused a lot of problems throughout the entire planet. So a bunch of like weird creatures are being discovered in places. It might have to do something with the burbs, and there are some new stars in the atmosphere that have been kind of messing with things. So yeah, that's the major conflict in the story. Once you get to Sweet City, you find that they've actually started a Space Force division to go explore it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. Perfect. Okay, one more round after this. So that's the major conflict in the story, and and you find other characters throughout. Each chapter has its own conflict as well. So like I shouldn't say that. Some chapters have conflicts, some do not. The Dusty Hook Dungeons, for example, has the conflict of the Fiery Foreman and the dwarves, and like their conflict of who owns the dungeon. There's also conflict when you get to the Thread Sea. You meet a kraken that is a pirate, and they are going through. They're a babysitter for their child and their nephew, and they're kind of like dealing with their own struggles of like, I'm supposed to be a pirate. Why am I babysitting? That's an interesting conflict too. You actually meet some other octopi throughout the book, so you find siblings and stuff. Anyhow, there's also, this is one thing I have never talked about the book, which I'm excited about. There's a scavenger hunt throughout the book. You don't learn about the scavenger hunt till the end of the book, but throughout the book there's something that you can find hidden in the photos and hidden in the words and stuff. So you're trying to find all of these things. There's seriously so much about this book. It's kind of crazy. I've really let my creativity loose and unleashed. So it's just keeps evolving bigger and bigger. And I didn't think it was going to evolve much more grand than when I finished writing the book. But now with the soundtrack and the idea of expansion packs and the cards, and it's growing more and more and more in such a fun way. And I'm just so excited. I'm so excited about it. All right, we're almost done with our rounds of single crochets. I'm going to start decreasing after this round. And I'm wondering, should I decrease first or should we sew on the arms first? I think it'd be pretty easy to sew on the arms after we decrease. So maybe I'll just do that. Because once we add the arms, we just need to make the loincloth, which I'm going to have to write that down because Cooper's not here to help out today, which it's totally okay. It just means that I need to write some instructions down. But let's go ahead and finish this round first really quick. Looks like we're going to be really, really close call to finishing a ball of yarn here. I don't think we're going to get to finish up our decreasing rounds. I think we're going to have to bring in a new ball of yarn. And so that's why I'm curious, was this one whole ball of yarn or was this 2 balls of yarn? I can't remember. I can't remember if we opened a new one or not. If Cooper's here, he'd probably remember, but I can't remember. Is there a Gumi based on myself? That's a great question, Timothy. I actually don't have one based on me right now. There's Gumi's based on so many different people in my life. Actually, there's a Timmy. I think we might have talked about this, Timothy. There's a Timmy in the book. He's a cactus. Yeah, let's see if I can find Timothy for you. He's in the start of the book. Here he is. Oh my gosh, I just opened right to him. Boom. That's you. Look, it looks just like you. Timmy the cactus. Timmy's got a special ability in the game. He's prickly, which means that if he's attacked, the first character that attacks Timmy and does damage also takes 1 damage themselves. So he's like really, really defensive character. Honestly, this character is actually stupid powerful because of that. It makes this character really hard. Like, you never want to attack Timothy. You want to avoid attacking him. Or if you do attack him, you want to attack him like twice. And he's also got a pretty good wind score, so he's really good at keep winding up your yarn ball. Timothy's each character really. There's so much strategy and power that comes into this game, and yeah, I'm excited about it. Okay, that was our 2 more stitches. 1 and 2. That was our last round of our single crochets. We should have 15 rounds now, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Perfect. Okay, so in the next part, and now you can see we have a bit of a body growing. Hold on, I gotta get my thumb in the finger hole here. Big fat thumb can't fit in there. Hold on. Just gonna open it up a little bit. There we go. Now the hard part here is, you see how his body's kind of like flopping around a little bit? We're gonna need to, so we still need to sew it close a little bit, but we also are gonna need to make some kind of like donut here. We have to stuff it a little bit. Because, and here's what we did with our final. I just made this donut and stuffed that in there. I used to just use stuffing. You can see like it's mostly stuffing in there. But having this donut to keep the body in check does really help a lot, actually. And then now you could just kind of... There we go. It's actually pretty comfortable to open and close and stuff. So, is there an Amber character? There is not an Amber character yet, but I love the idea of throwing an Amber character in there. I will keep that in mind, Amber. I could see it being a dwarf that's a miner, you know, that mines rare gems or something. 1, 2. Oh yeah, wait, we need to count stitches here. So we're after our rounds, and now we need to start decreasing it down just a little bit. I think we're just decreasing it by, let me count stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then decreasing down to 10. Wait, what? Oh, how many stitches do we have? Hold on, let me undo my stitches here. Okay, let's count our stitches really quick. Where this is coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 1, 32, 33, 6, 8, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 7, 48, 49, 50. Okay, cool. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. That's exactly what I was hoping it was going to be. Cool. 55 stitches around, and we're going to decreasing it back, or sorry, 50. Is it 55? I think it is 55 stitches around. Because I increased by 5, right? Isn't that how it started? Hold on, let me count the top stitches. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. So 55 stitches around. We're going to decrease it down this round. Hold on, I need a paper and a pen here. Oh, here, wait. There we go. We've already had this written down. How cool is that? It's like we were prepared or something. I don't know where my pens are. Do I have a pen anywhere? One second, I gotta go get a pen just to write down this. Okay. All right, so we've already written down, so we finished round 32, is I believe where we're left out here. Nation of Crochet wants a goblin off. What does that entail for you, bud? Because I don't know if I'm down. Okay, so round 33 here is going to be, we're going to decreasing it down to 50 stitches. So that means it's going to be 10, yeah, okay. You know, so that's going to be 9 single crochets, invisible, decrease 1 times 5. Okay, so that's going to be 33. 34, we're going to go down, I think, another 5, down to 45 stitches. And then around 35 to 36, I believe 2 more rounds after that are just single crochets. Yeah, so that's 50, 45, and then 2 rounds of 45. So 45 times 2. Okay, I think that's what we're doing here. I think so. I think so. So we're decreasing it down now. So I'm going to do 9 stitches and then a decrease. And just as a reminder, I believe I'm on round 33. I guess I can count that. Let's count it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 32. Yes, so we're on round 33. Cool. I love it when a plan comes together. My phone just fell on the ground. That's all right. To throw 2 goblins in a pit and make them fight. All right, sounds good. but I'm gonna put on the bottom of my goblin. I'm gonna put a what's it called? A Beyblade. My goblin's gonna be riding a Beyblade. 9 and then decrease. 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 9, and then a decrease. Nice. There we go. Six, 7, 8, 9, and then a decrease. Nice. Three. 7, 8, 9. Our goblin here is getting big. It's hitting the ground. We're gonna get really close to... We're playing Yarn Chicken here. I'm pretty positive I'm gonna lose though. Six, 7, 8, 9. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna lose. We still have 3 more rounds. And look how much yarn we have left. That ain't gonna fly. But that's okay. I have extra green yarn, so it's not a big deal. Let them rip! Exactly. Oh, you're gonna have your goblin with a blessing of a nat 20? Psh. 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 Whatever, dude. So speaking of, dude, you're saying that you're writing a D&D campaign with your crochet, like I did? That's super cool. Tell us a little bit about that. Angelim asks, what game is that? Hello. Are you still in the chat, Angelim? I don't know if you're still watching on our portrait mode or not, but if you are, I will tell you all about the new game. As we crochet round 34, I'm on round 34, and I'm decreasing it down to 45 stitches right now. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to do 8 single crochets and then an invisible decrease, and we'll repeat that 5 times in a row. So if you're crocheting along with me, we're on round 34. 8 single crochets and then an invisible decrease. And the way I'm doing this is I'm actually not looking at where my stitches are. I'm not counting my stitches anymore because I did that last round. So now I'm just looking at where my last invisible decrease is from the round above and putting another decrease in that round, or in this round in the same spot. Like that. Boop. Just like that. And so it makes it a lot easier to crochet without really looking at your stitches. But anyhow, yes, my game is called Battle Gummies. It is a game where every character that you crochet can be a playable character in the game. And it's really cool. It's a trading card game. I don't know if that's necessarily the best way to... It's a collectible card game, is I would say the closer way to say it. Although it is trading cards, and you can... we're going to have booster packs available. There's going to be a starter pack available. and eventually we'll do expansions and stuff. I'm super duper thrilled about it. Every character's got lore and special abilities. And then you can untangle the patterns so that you can crochet the patterns of them too. So you can actually have a crochet version of your card. And then if you do that, you can actually play with your crochet on the field. And if you play with your crochet, you get inspired, like your character gets inspiration, which means in Gumis, to be inspired means that you get an extra dice to roll for your first turn. Okay, so that was the end of round 45, by the way. Or sorry, 30. Sorry, that was the end of round 34. Look at our yarn chicken. We have 2 more rounds to go, but that's all right. We're just gonna grab another ball of yarn for that. You can see, decreasing that down is gonna decrease it right where your wrist is. And we have 2 more rounds to go, and this is just to cover your wrist a little bit more, so that you don't see it. You know, so they can be like this, so they can be over the screen. So I just have a couple more rounds of single crochets there. I could go even further if I wanted to do like a big, to really cover up my arm, but I haven't really found that's a problem for Jack here, and I really like that he could stand up a little bit like that. So I don't think we're gonna do that in this one. After we do these next 2 rounds of single crochets though, we'll add our, I think we'll sew on the arms after this. And then after we sew on the arms, we'll add the, what's the word? Loincloth. And then we can start customizing our fella as well. We're only an hour in though, so we still got a little bit more time. We are going to try to finish our goblin completely today, no matter if you are watching or not. So if you do need to go, I understand. I totally get it. I appreciate you being here. Please say hi, bye, if you want to. And then this will be available for rewatching later. But if you are in the chat and want to hang out, you know, it's nice to have someone to talk to, so I understand. 1 second. My neck is... Oh, my back is like the worst recently. It's right here. I don't know if you can see me really, but right my shoulder is like, oh, it's been killing me. I think it's the way I'm sleeping, because I have to sleep in a very specific way so that Jimbo is not fighting me. Hold on, I need to find, I have yarn somewhere around here that I wanted to use. Do you think this is enough? I don't think this is going to be enough. Hold on, I have other yarn though. Here it is. I knew I had one opened, so let's use this, because we're about out of yarn anyhow. Okay, so 2 rounds now. This is going to be rounds 35 and 36 for anybody crocheting along with us at a later point. So I've got 2 rounds here of just single crochets, and that's going to be the end of our crocheting, at least the body. So I'll just do 2 rounds here of single crochets. And there should be 45 stitches, I believe, per round. Okay, so to answer, or to Nation of Crochet says, hold on, there we go, says, so it's actually, so your story is actually nearly finished. You're just working on the 3rd campaign with your playtesters, but it's all being put into a fantasy book that you're coming out with in August. There's an entire campaign dedicated to the goblins and my large goblin leader called Golden Guts. I love the name. That's great. Yes, I do need to work with complicated knots. I know that. You know what? I should reach out to them. I'm going to try to reach out to them this week, because I'm looking for collaborators for that next project anyhow. And so they would be the perfect person to reach out to. I have their Discord handle, I think. The problem is I don't go on Discord nearly enough. So I was messaging her like years ago for Lava Run, and then it just kind of fell through because I wasn't checking my Discord. So I'm going to see if I can get her number, or maybe I'll Instagram DM her too, because I'll check those a little bit more often. Alright, so we just changed yarns over. Bummer that we We're so close to being done with it, and we just did not have enough yarn. But whatever, it's okay. I don't think this is the last Goblin puppet we'll be making, by the way. I have a feeling... Oh, can you hear that? Well, there we go. Jules is taking a shower. I have a feeling I'll be making a decent more amount of these puppets, whether it's goblins or, you know, I'm going to use this base design to make a bunch of different kinds of puppets is what I'm saying. Because I like puppets. I'm kind of like obsessed with puppets, so I'm excited to kind of start to stretch our, you know, okay, so here's, I know I'm going all over the place right now, but here's my thoughts. I've been thinking about Club Crochet a lot recently, and I've been thinking about like, what do I want to do with designs in the future? Because we've been designing crochet for a long time now, and I think I'm essentially on the precipice of like an artistic shift for myself. I think that I love what I make, and I'm always going to make little amigurumi, but I also can feel myself wanting to try doing some larger designs like this puppet and further and further. So I think what I'm probably going to start doing is I'll still be making amigurumi because I'll be making gummies. I think that's going to be the new things. I'm going to just start designing more and more gummies, which are, of course, my little amigurumi designs. But I also think I'm going to be doing more large-scale projects like these puppets. I want to start getting back into hats. That was the first thing I designed. When I first started crocheting, I used to make hats, a lot of hats. I made dinosaur hats. I made pilot aviator hats. I made ones that look like flowers and one that look like strawberries. And those were what I designed for my first like year or two of crocheting. Was I just made hats, and they were all my original designs. I still have them somewhere. But I made cupcakes. I remember I would make this cupcake beanie for little kids. It was really cute. Anyhow, I want to get back into that. I want to get into making more appliques and fun little things. I don't know. I want to start to stretch my crochet muscles a little bit more, while still making more gummies. You know, I'm not gonna stop doing that. So I want to push my, you know, I want to challenge myself a little bit more. So I think I'm on the precipice of doing that, and I think this is a good start to that. Is like remembering puppets. Someone said, how many puppets have I made? This would be the 4th or 5th. Well, actually, that depends on what you consider a puppet. Because, oh, our music ended. 1 second, I'll go find some more music. There we go. So that depends on what you call a puppet. So I've made, like, I've probably made like 4 of these larger puppets that you can like open and close the mouth like this. Maybe more. I think maybe 5. But I've made a lot of little puppets. I actually used to make... Let me see if I can find him. I think he's in here, actually. Here he is. This was the original Jack Gurgle. This was the OG. OG Jack Gurgle. Now, it doesn't look like much. He's got a little straw on his bum. But the idea was, it was a puppet made using a bunch of little, it's got this like really cool system in him for making a puppet, and I'll probably do one like this soon too. But the idea is you hold it like this, and then you can, hello, because he was going to be a game show contestant, so he was going to be like, hello and welcome to Hooked, the game show where you help crochet. So these were my original puppets. I've made dozens and dozens of these, because they're just really fun to make, really easy to make too. So I think I'll get into a video where I'll show how I made these little puppets soon too, because they're actually like crazy easy to make. It's just, all it is 2 pieces of cardboard connected by some tape, and then in the back of the cardboard I used like a what are they called? Oh yeah, that's what I did. Okay, so this, I'm like remembering how I made these like as we're talking. I think I have one somewhere in here that's blank, that isn't glued together like this. I don't know where it is, but essentially what it is it's 2 pieces of cardboard circles that are taped together, and then I used a straw, a boba straw, and I cut the straw in half. I put it over the 2 ends, and then I used a paper clip bent in a specific way so that it went through the holes of the straw into the sides of the cardboard, and it made this like springy kind of effect where it opened and closed. And then I just tie a string to the top one, and the bottom one connects to a straw, and then you crochet around it, and then it's a puppet. And it's made with literally a straw, 2 pieces of cardboard, a little bit of tape, and a paper clip, and it makes a puppet. And it's so cool. It was really, really cool. So I think I probably should do a tutorial for that soon too. And then, so if you count those, I've made a decent amount. And then if you count finger puppets, oh my gosh, I've made so many finger puppets, it's crazy. That was like a big thing for me, my pod puppets. So the answer is more than you'd think. Oh, thank you. Oh, wow. Cindy gave me some advice for my back. Yeah, that would be super helpful. What I've been using right now... Hey, by the way, we just finished our last round there. That was round 36. I'm going to finish this up by doing 1 single crochet and a slip stitch. Like that. We can cut the yarn. And then I'll hide this end really quick. And then I'll show you my little trick, Cindy, for my back pain. So I'm just going to hide this end. I'm just going to do a very simple hidden end method. Like this. Super easy. And then what we can do is we'll then after this we'll sew on the arms. So we don't need to hide this too far in. I don't think it'll come undone, but here we'll hide it in between a couple more stitches. Just to be safe. There we go. Boop. All right, that is the crochet portion done. Nice. Okay, so next up we're just going to sew on these arms on either side of our puppet. But before I do that, I want to show you something, Cindy. This is my trick. You see that? It's this like crazy weird blue contraption. It's like metal. And it is the best. I put it on my like sore muscles, and then I just give myself a massage. It hurts so good. It hurts so good. Oh, that feels so good. Yeah. Anyhow. Alright, let's back to crocheting. Next up is we want to sew on our arms. Do we want to add... No. Okay, so here's what I was thinking. I was wondering, do we want to add metal wire in the arms so that we can bend the arms? Like this and stuff. But I didn't do that in this one. And honestly, I don't think that really matters because their arms are just like wibbly wobbly on the sides of them anyhow. I could put little... like sticks in the arms so that they can move, but like look at that's all they can move is like, you know, they can't move that far. So I think we just sew on the arms just straight up. Maybe stuff them a little bit more, but I don't think we need to complicate things, you know, keep it simple. So let's just sew this straight onto the body. And we'll just keep it easy. Keep it easy. Take it easy. Where do we want to sew them? Good question, Louie. Okay, so we want to sew them. Let's count our stitches around the outside of the arms so we know how many stitches we have to work with here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 stitches. Is that right? 15? 1, 2, 3, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12, 13, 14, 15 stitches to work with. Okay, that's going to be an interesting amount of stitches. Let's go ahead and just like put in our markers then for where we want the 15 stitches. How do we want to do that? Maybe just use a little piece of thread. Is the music like really loud? I'll turn it down just a little bit. Okay, let's just use a little bit of orange yarn. And we're going to use this to kind of like map out where we're going to have these 15 stitches. And the reason I really want to do that is so that I can explain this in the written instructions too, you know? So, 15 stitches to work with. I think I want it to be right like that. Okay, so if we started like right here, you know, I just want to kind of get an idea. I want to know like where do we want the edges. So we want one to be here. I'm cool with it going down to about to right to there. Oops. Something like that. And then how far up do we want it to go? Looks like we can go up the side there. If we go up to around, like up to there. Up to here. And then probably over to there somewhere. One down like that. Something like that. I'm just trying to get an idea. This is gonna go something like this to there. Yeah, okay. So let's count our stitches now. If we want to hit all these points, that's our goal here. All of these points of where the yarn is coming out is points where I want this sewn on, and I want to find 15 stitches between these points. So if we start here, we got 1. Let's go. We'll go out farther. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, we can definitely make that work. These are between rounds. And this is for me to look at later. We're on round 1, 2, 3, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I believe rounds 18, yeah. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. Between rounds 18 and 23. Hold on, we're gonna write this down. Sewing arms between rounds 18 to 23 on sides. That's what we want to say. Okay. Sound good? Good. Don't forget to stuff them also. Yes, I will not. Okay. All right, so this is gonna go in like where the center of these sews is gonna go. So like right here. Yeah, nice. And I'm gonna leave these in there for right now until I get to one of the points where I'm sewing it in, and then I'm gonna replace it. So like this, I'm gonna go in through here. I'm gonna take this out. That I'm gonna go in through here and out through there. Let's see how that looks. Boom. This will go in, boom. So there's our start. Yeah, and I want it, this is the goal here, is to have the thumb pointed inwards. You really want to make sure the thumb is pointed inwards. So it'll be something like that, which is kind of exactly it. I want it pointed inwards and then slightly down. See, it was like, just like a little bit, like, it's not like that. It's like that, you know? And then I'm just going to go in through each stitch around. So let's start right here. In through there, and then we'll come out through our next stitch right there, And all right, I think this is pretty good. Nice. Okay. Next stitch. Next stitch. Up to, let's do one over there, and then we'll just crawl up the side of it. And I can't forget to sew in our stitches, or I mean stuff up our arm, by the way. Don't let me forget to stuff it. Start going up here. I normally probably use pins instead of these like strands of yarn, but because I'm reaching into the body, I don't want to do pins because I'm afraid I'm going to poke myself, you know? Go. Right. Go up one stitch here. Out through here. That's pretty good. All right, let's count. Let's do some stitch counting. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stitches to work with. And we need to hit these points. So we got, this will be 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We only got 10 there, so we need to find an extra stitch. Probably up to there. Okay, not a problem. To here. In. We'll come out through this next one. That. Let's pull this yarn out. Oh no! Whatever, we'll remember what that was, I think. I just know I wanted to get up to there. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's count some stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We only got 7. So where can we add an extra stitch? 1, 2, 3. We can go out further. 4. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we can pull it in like that. That'll be fine. So that's 1. No, I don't really want to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a half stitch here to make up for a stitch. Like this one's gonna go halfway in. And then we'll go up. So we're kind of doing 2 stitches together a little bit. There we go. Get that yarn out of there. Okay, and now is when we're gonna stuff it. We don't need to sew anymore before we stuff more. Okay. Like that. Right? Yeah, I like it. One. Boom. Nice. Okay, just a couple more. All right, look at that. One arm is sewn on. Boom. Get that tight. Tight, tight, tight. Hey. There's her arm. Love it. That's pretty great. I like it. Cool. There. Cool. Boom. Okay, one arm sewn on. And now we just gotta do the other one. Whew. Alright, team. Look at that. Coming together. Hello. He needs more stuffing on the top of the head too to hold the hand down. Here, I'm gonna just do that now. It would help keep the hand held down, so you can open and close the mouth easier. There you go. You can't tell because you can't see it, but that's a little bit easier. It'd also help if this was held a little bit. I could do that. Hello. Hello. Oh, hello. I wonder what her voice is gonna sound like. I'm thinking that she sounds something like this because she got a little tongue ring in there. So she can't use her tongue as much. But that's okay, it gives her a very fun little accent, maybe. Okay. Next arm. I just want to make it similarly sewn on. So, shoop, in this round. Probably somewhere around there. Okay, down to maybe, we got 15 stitches to work with, right? So maybe over to here. That might be a little far back. No, I guess not. Like that, and then down to like, is it down to there? Nope, higher up, right there. And then out to maybe to like here somewhere. Like that. Let's see how that looks. Right? Because that's 18. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah. That's the right amount of stitches there. Would that look right? If it's like this? That's pretty good. Yeah. It maybe is a little far out. Maybe we want to pull everything back a stitch. Let's do that. So this will come out back one right here. Instead. I'm still cool with it going down to here. It just might need to come out lower. So let's count our stitches. We want 15 to work with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think that would work. Cool. All right, let's do it. Start with the middle. I think we'll go like that. Not too bad. Okay. And then where do we want the start it to go? Thanks so much, Isaiah. All right. I think like that. So I think if we actually start, wait. If I pull this over, where is that going to start? Oh, see, there we go. Different. I think I'm going to start. Yeah, we're going to start right where this one's starting. Right like that. out of the way. And through right here. And we're going to go up and right like that. Cool. Okay, and we can leave this one there because it's not messing with us. Alright, next stitch over will be right there. In, out. Make sure to pull everything tighter. There. We're going to pull this one out a little bit. Nice. That's pretty good. Make sure everything's looking right. Yeah, I'm liking it. Love it. You gotta love it when sewing comes together in an easy way. If you're new here, you'll not know that sewing is my least favorite part, but you probably could guess. Because I don't like sewing things together. I don't know. I guess there is something kind of cathartic about it. What do you think about sewing? Let's ask the chat. Do you like to sew your crochet? Cool. There you go. Polls out there. Nation of Crochet asks, do I ever get bored of crochet? I wouldn't say I get bored of crochet. I get bored of crocheting the same thing over and over again. I definitely get bored of that. But I don't get bored of the art of crochet. I just get bored of like I used to make beanies. I got bored of crocheting beanies. You know? But ever since I switched to making small projects like this, it's kind of hard for me to get bored of it. Because it's like, I only do it for like 30 minutes per project, and then I move on to the next project. So it's kind of hard to not, you know, like, the boredom is easy to escape, I suppose is the word. Let's count some stitches real quick, because I don't know if I'm on count yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We are on stitch count. Wow. Yay. Okay. Boom. Alright, I think we need to stuff the body up a little bit now. About to go to that stitch, that's no problem. Sorry, not the body, the arms. Just gonna stuff it just a little bit now. Might be too much stuffing. Yeah, let's just take a little bit out of here. Because I still want the arms to be a little bit floppy. If I'm lucky, we can still get a little bit of sympathetic motion from the arms too. There. Boom. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. We're doing fine. Hold on. These stitches need to be tighter though. Did I like... What did I do? Oh, it's like woven in a weird way. Hold on, I need to fix this. It's like, why is this not pulling in the right way? There we go. Oof. This ding dang shoulder of mine. Boom to boom. There we go. Now we're on track. Go quick. Into there, out of here. Your biggest qualm about sewing, this is from Tim, says that their biggest qualm about sewing is that if you sew something in the wrong place, or if it's wonky, or I have to redo it. Oh yeah, or it's wonky, you have to redo it. Exactly. I rarely sew it onto the right place the first time. Same, dude. That's why I'm trying this like technique here of trying to map out my stitches a little bit more than I normally do. Because I totally agree. It's like so easy to not sew your stitches into the right spaces because you're not. It's just really, sewing's hard. It's hard and annoying, and it really sucks when you mess it up because you're like, oh no, I spent all that time. Now I have to tear it all out, and it might leave holes in my stitches. I don't want holes in the stitches. We don't want holes in the stitches, Paul. That's a. Actually, was that close to Paul McCartney? Maybe that was Paul McCartney. Let's do John. This is Paul McCartney talking to John about how his amigurumi has got holes in his stitches. John, you got too many holes in your stitches, mate. You gotta be careful. Oh, Paul. Well, I'm Ringo. All right. That's the other arm sewn on. I'm the other one that no one remembers the name of. John, Paul, Ringo, and George? Is it George? God, I can never remember the fourth Beatle. Ooh. Ooh. Poor guy. There's our arm sewn on. Look at that. Look at that. She got her arms. She got her... Wait, hold on. I'm alive. I'm alive. Okay. Next up, let's go ahead and make a loincloth? Loincloth time? It's not that hard. It's pretty easy actually to crochet. Okay, let's do it. Get some brown yarn. I feel like I should have right at my feet. I do have right at my feet. Da 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 da. Problem solver. Okay. Now how are we gonna make this? I think we want to make a long chain. So you chain halfway through the body, and then here we start doing up to make this, and then we just do a long chain, and then we just sew it into the back here, and I'll just take the tail end and sew in a few stitches here and there to keep everything taut. It's actually pretty easy. Okay, so we're gonna start with, I'm actually gonna start with a pretty long tail end, because we might need it to sew onto the body. So we'll go like this long. And then we're gonna go with, this is, by the way, this is probably like 3 feet. 3 feet of length extra. I will answer that question in a second for you, Amber. Alright, so we're going to make a slip knot. And then we're going to start by I'm going to chain enough to go from the back to the front, to like right here where the arm is. Which I don't know how many chains that is. Here, I can count it on this other one, but it won't be the same. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Looks like 23 chains is what I did on that one. I think it's probably going to need less than that because this yarn is just slightly thicker, but let's start with just 20 and see how that goes. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay, so that's 23. Go from the back right around here over to the front. Actually, that looks pretty good. Might be a little long, actually. Okay, so I'm going to take out 3. We're going to go to just to 20. 22, 21, 20. So that's 20 stitches. 20 chains, rather. Okay, so back from here over to here. Perfect. Okay, yeah, well, that's how we're going to do it. And if we have extra, it's not really that big of a deal. We just sew it on differently. Okay, so 20 chains for the back. And then we need to make this. So we're going to need to chain more. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like 7-ish chains. Okay, so we chain 20. And then we want to start the actual loincloth itself. So we're going to start by chaining 7 off of that. So 27 total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to turn and I'm going to single crochet 6 times up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And let's see how that goes. Or actually, let's do it on this side. So this is where the back is. Something like this. There. Goes up to the front. Boom. This goes out like that. Pretty good. Nice. Okay. Let me write that down. Hold on. I need a... Oh, I need a note paper. There it is. Okay. Loin cloth. Chain 27, row 1, turn, single crochet 6. Yeah. It's going to be pretty easy. So we're going to turn, single crochet 6, then we're going to chain 1. And for row 2, we're going to turn and we're going to only work into the top loops. This is going to be really important for the loincloth to add texture to it. We want to crochet. Oh, my camera got all wonky. There we go. We're going to work into the front back loops. We're going to work in the back loops only, so the ones furthest away from us here, like this. And we're just going to single crochet down 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 is going to create the start of our loincloth. So row 2, we're going to do a T for turn, chain 1, single crochet 6. Okay, row 3, we're going to turn. This time we're going to chain 2 and single crochet 7. So we're going to turn, chain 2, 1, and 2. Skip our first chain and single crochet into the second. And then same thing, we're just going to work in those top loops only and single crochet all the way up to the end. It should be 7 total. And this is going to create a little bit longer of a length here. So my goal is I want to be like different lengths at the edge of our loincloth so it looks a little tattered and weird. So that's pretty good. Then we're going to chain 1, turn, and this time I'm going to just single crochet 6 times again. We're going to stop one early. So turn, chain 1, single crochet 6, still working into those top ones only. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. See, and that's going to leave this little tattered look to the end of it. Let's write that down. Row 4, turn, chain 1, single crochet 6. Okay. And now we're just gonna turn, chain, we could do 2. Yeah, well, let's do that long bit again. So turn, chain 2. All right, see you later. Thanks for joining Nation of Crochet. I should have interned at the Henson Studios. Oh my gosh, that would have been incredible. I should have. That would have been really, really cool. I think it's a little late for me now, but I would have loved that. Okay, so we're turning, we changed 2. We're basically repeating that again. Single crocheting up 7. Go. All right, how many of these did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 rounds is what I did on this body here. I don't know if we're gonna need that. Okay, so round 5, we're just repeating round 3. Round 6, we'll be repeating round 4. Chain 1, turn, single crochet 6. 2, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm just going to keep repeating that to make this cloth like that, you know? Until I have it long enough that I want it. I think I want it to go... Yeah, I think 16 rounds might actually be right. Okay, so that was round 6. Here's round 4 repeated. And then I think I'm just gonna keep doing that. I don't know. I have not seen The Amazing Digital Circus yet, but I have seen people are obsessed with it. They really like it. Okay, so I'm just gonna repeat that again. Chain 2, turn, single crochet 7. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chain 1, turn, and we'll go 6 down. Five and 6. Let's write those down. Round 7 and 8. Repeat. I think round 9 and 10 repeat. So we're gonna do that another time. 1, 2, single crochet 7 up. 7 up. I think we're gonna keep doing this till round 16. I think that's probably our best move there. I also need to remember that we want to put in a belly button onto our Goblin. Don't let me forget about that. All right. Do we want to keep repeating this? Yeah. Yeah, I like the tattery look. You're never going to see the bottom of it anyhow, really. You know? So we'll keep doing it. So that was, I just finished 10. Now I'm on round 11 repeating this process. So 11 and 12 is going to be a repeat. Just keeping it easy, you know? By the way, thanks again for watching. Please like this video down below if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed, please. We do live streams like this every week, so make sure to hit the bell icon. You don't miss it when we come out with new ones. But yes, please give this video a like down below. It helps to spread awareness of the videos, of course. And just also helps me know what people like and don't like. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so that's going to be 11, 12. 11, 12 is repeat. Let's see, I want to put this up to this other loincloth to see how long this is supposed to be. It's 12. Okay. Yeah, okay, we'll keep doing the repeats. We're going to go all the way to around 16 doing this. So 4 more repeats of this. Almost done though. And then once we're done with this, I mean technically our puppet's done, but now after that we can start to customize it. Add in, I think we need to add some makeup and eye stuff. I think we need to add maybe a mohawk, which means that we're gonna need some yarn suggestions for colors. Any ideas? What color mohawk? I'm currently thinking something that would complement our character, which would be like purple maybe, would be probably pretty nice. Might be a little drastic, I don't know. I don't know, what do you think? What colors do you think would be good for a mohawk? Okay. Alright, one more repeat of this, I think. Purple? Christian thinks purple. A blend of blue and purple. Ooh, that might be good. Yeah, doing a blend might actually be really cool. We could probably do one color on one side and one color on the other too. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So this should be it. I think we've got one more round here. Let's see. So it'd be like that. I kind of want to do 2 more rounds. No, we can do just one more. Okay, one more round here is just chain 2. So we're going to finish on a 7. And single crochet 7 times up. Four, 5, 6, and 7. Alright. And now we just need to chain it around. So I think let's just chain 20. See how 20 does. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Let's see how that looks. Let's put it down like this. Boom. Around the back. Okay, looks like we can do 20. Let's do 4 more chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. I like that. Okay. 27, I think is what I changed. All right, we're gonna cut this. I'll leave it still somewhat long, like that long, and pull it through. And I will be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom really quick. When I'm back, we're gonna sew this on. So I'll BRB. If anybody comes to the chat, say he's gonna be right back. Hold on, I want this camera to stop moving. Oh, it's still following me. Don't follow me. No. Okay, sorry. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry. Jules just left, so I'll say bye. Okay. Yes, it's connected. My camera's connected to the Burb network, absolutely, and it's back. Hi, I'm back. Okay. So where were we? We are sewing on the loincloth now. Pretty easy, actually. I think this should be a pretty simple sew on. So we're gonna sew on. How do you want to do this? I think it's probably gonna be easiest if I do it this way, right? Front in like that. So it'll be like something like this. And maybe we should pin it down actually, so we know it's centered. Yeah, let's do that. Hold on, let me get this out of the way. And we'll just use this pin. That's our center-ish. And about that's our center-ish. So something like that. Oh my gosh, you hear Jimbo? I don't know if you can hear him, but he's yowling out there. Hey, I was wondering if you wanted to hang out with me. It was his birthday the other day. It's his 10th birthday this week. Isn't that exciting? Okay. There. Okay, that's probably fine. And then we'll just go around the back side. Around the back side. And I think we're going to start with our long. Now let's sew in our short end real quick. I might have changed too many. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Something like this. Yeah, you know what? I do think we changed too many. I'm going to take it out. I think we can go back. So this is 27, 26, 25, 24. I think we go down to 24 chains instead. I think it's just a little too long, 27. That's 26, 5, 24. Like that. Still feels a little short, but whatever. So we're going to go into here. And then the other one, we're going to go into here. So here's what I like to do. I like to come into one stitch and then out through where the other end is going to start. So like that with the loincloth. Jimbo, they're saying happy birthday to you. You want to come say hi? Yes, please. Okay, one second. Hold on. Jeez. Come here. Jeez Louise, you're screaming, you're squelching. Hi. Come here. Yeah, you want to take a break and say hi to everybody? Come here. Come here. Oh, say hi. Oh, it starts purring immediately. I think it's gonna sneeze. Are you gonna sneeze? Maybe. You're thinking about it. Oh my god, you're so content now. Oh, he is gonna sneeze. Oh, don't sneeze on me. You sneeze? Maybe? Help you sneeze. No? Okay. He's thinking about it. Okay, you want to hang out with us? You can hang out with us, you just gotta be cool. You gonna be cool? He says maybe. He says maybe I'll be cool. Happy birthday, buddy. You're welcome. Alright. I know, but I'm doing something. But I'll be done soon. Life is hard. Sometimes life is hard, buddy. I think I might have sewn this on a little low. Yeah, I did. I want to go up to round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rounds up. He is nibbling on my legs. I cannot have you do that, buddy. Okay, 1, 2, 8 rounds up. So right here actually is where we want to go. So we'll move that other one over. Let's use this other needle for it. For the laser. Okay, he's getting in his spot on the beanbag chair. That's good. We want him on the beanbag chair right now. They said, Jimbo, Amber said that it must be an honor to be sneezed on by His Highness. His Hiney, more like. I do say that it is. I believe it is an honor, though. I agree with you. Okay, so the back of this is going to be a little higher up. And then we'll, like, kind of sew it down in the front. Might be a little high. Whatever. Whatever, we'll make it work. Okay. Okay, so as we go here, I'm just going to sew on a little piece of this in, and then go down to the next section, like this. And we're going to just basically tack this on. It's not going to really be necessarily like quote-unquote sewed on. I mean, it will, but it's more I'm just going to kind of like tack on stitches that are close and then move down to the next spot. And we are going a little bit lower on one side. And so it's going to go a little high on the back, a little lower on the front. Dude, yeah, if you've ever seen the size of his boogers, it's actually crazy. But I will say, it's been so freaking dry that the poor guy can't get his boogers out anymore. They go straight, he has a perfect pipeline. It goes straight from nose to mouth for him. He sneezes into his mouth. It's absolutely, positively vile. It's so gross. It's so nasty when he does it. Achoo! And then he's like, nom, 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 nom. It's like, oh, God. Jimbo, let it out. Like, let me clean that up for you. And he's like, no, I need my nourishment. I have a very goblin of a cat. We should have called you Goblin. He's just cleaning himself. Oh, he's sneezing. He's blocked up right now. He's always blocked up. I got a knot in this yarn. It's like a stupid reason to have a knot in the yarn too. There we go. Fixed it. Alright. Let's undo this. Because it's a little low anyhow. And we're just going to go across the front. And same thing, I'm just going to do like every few rounds, I'll tack on another piece. So it's going to be a little messy on the inside, but it's going to be covered up. I mean, it doesn't matter, it's on the inside too, but it's also going to be covered up by a paella. No, by a little bit like a donut of cushion. What's that word? Foam. We're going to make a foam donut next, which you don't necessarily need to do, but you can. Stitches. It's going pretty good. Might be a little far sewn on this side, so we're gonna have to stretch it out a little bit. I don't know why, but these characters give me like a this is a funny thing to say, but they kind of look like Bobby Moynihan. Does anybody else see like Bobby Moynihan vibes? I don't know why. It just, they give me Bobby Moynihan vibes. The guy from SNL. Well, not anymore. He's in a bunch of stuff, but I'm a really big fan of a show called Comedy Bang Bang. It's like a podcast. He's on that all the time. Alright. Last bits here. It's looking pretty good. So I'm liking it. Yeah. I think it's looking pretty good. Okay, we're gonna go up around here. Almost there. Okay, last part. I'm gonna go around the outside of this. Kind of tore the yarn there at the end. Super not cool. But that's fine, whatever. Cross to this one. And I'm just gonna come out. I'm actually gonna go. Actually, I'll go back in and then out to the other side. So then I can have the two ends come out for a knot. All right. Boop. Boop. And then I'm just gonna double knot these two ends. And then I'm just gonna leave the knot on the outside so it looks like it's actually knotted on. Then we can begin the customizations. Oh wait, we need to add in, hold on, we have a couple things left to add, hold on. Is that a knot, double knot? Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. 1, 2, I'll leave that knot a little long. Get this stitch marker out of there. And there is really the base of our puppet. Try to get their lip out a little bit more. Hard to do with my left hand. Switch to the right hand. Hello. Hello. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. How about you? Okay, so let's go ahead. We want to stuff up the body a little bit, and we also want to add in that foam. Let's start with the foam, actually. Brought it in. Actually, no, I take it back. Let's start with the stuffing. I also don't know where my scissors are. Where are my big scary scissors? Big scary scissors. Where did I put you? Don't jump out at me. I know you're scary and big and scary and scissors. Seriously, where did I put my big fabric scissors? Oh. The heck? Where the heck did I put them? Did they fall? Did I put them in here? Oh, I bet you I put them in here. No. Hey, again, if you haven't yet pre-ordered my book, Crochet Goomies, it's out, or it's coming out in September. As I look for my scissors that I have lost. I don't know how I lost them. They're actually giant. Whatever. Here, I got a spare pair. Let's use these ones while I look for my other scissors. Okay. I'll look for them after this. Alright, let's start with the stuffing though. So I got a whole bunch of stuffing here, and what we're going to do is we're going to try to stuff up the body so that our hand still feels comfortable when it's in there. So I actually might go ahead and just put my hand in there first, get it in position like this, And then I'm going to start stuffing around my hand, if I can, so that it stays, you know, in the right place, but still stuffs up our gal here a little, like enough, you know? And we're going to leave this bottom part unstuffed because we're going to put a foam pad in there, which will keep all of our stuffing in too, which will be nice. Which will be nice. Let's see, like we're missing some stuffing right here. Because we do want to be like a little bit dense so that she holds her body shape a little bit better. But we also don't want it to be impossible to open and close the mouth. Hello? Hello? Yeah, she can open and close her mouth. It's fine. This is enough. Ah! That's pretty good. Put a little bit more right here on this side. Like that. Might be a bit much. Let's try with my right hand. See how that feels. I have a feeling I might have just overstuffed it a little bit, so let's take a little bit out. Trick is you find where the thumb hole is first, put your thumb in there, and then you put the rest of your hand in. Oh yeah, it's pretty comfortable in the right hand because I'm right-handed. Except I still am missing a little bit of stuffing right here on the body. But she should be a pop star. Yeah! Okay, she needs a little bit of stuffing on the head, actually. Try and take it with our finger. See, because we want stuffing right here, so it holds down my fingers on my hand. Because that's a part that's giving us, so we need even more stuffing right here. Because my finger is right there, and I need my finger to be like under the nose. So I need enough stuffing right here that it holds my hand down. And I will probably need to add more stuffing as time goes on, but I haven't really had to fix the stuffing in the original Jack very much. That's a little bit better. Hello? Hello? I can talk pretty goodly. Oh, my camera's all messed up. Hello. Hello? Hello? How are you? I'm doing well. How about you? Okay. Alright, let's do that foam pad. I might end up adding a little bit more stuffing to this belly. So let's do the foam pad next. So, for the foam pad, here's the best way to do it. I'm going to cut a little square out. And again, if you don't have this foam padding, don't worry about it. You don't need it. But if you can get some foam padding like this, they're available. Usually you can find them at like craft stores or hobby stores. You can also obviously you can buy it online. And you can also get it on in like old couches. So if you have a couch that you're like gonna throw away anyhow, sometimes you can steal some stuff like this from it. For mattresses. Okay. I've had this piece of foam for literally like 10 years. And I barely even used any of it. Okay. So there's our foam padding. What we want to do is we want to make sure it's just big enough for them. And we want to cut it in a circle, of course. So I'm just going to use this pen to kind of map out this basic shape here. There. That's there. We don't need to make it too exact. Okay. And the front would be like right there somewhere. So it's kind of like that. Alright, that's probably pretty good. About the same size as that other one. I might make it a little bit bigger and then trim it down. In fact, I think I will do that. So we're going to make it just a little bit bigger than that circle, and then we're going to start trimming it down from that if we need to. It's very thick foam. You do not need this thick of foam, honestly. This is way overkill. And it does not obviously need to be an exact circle. Let's see, so here's how we're gonna make sure this fits though. Yeah, see, we couldn't even get that in her. Yeah, we're gonna need to trim that down. Maybe I was right with the original cut. Once we get a circle that we can fit into the body, we're gonna cut a circle out of the center of it, which might be a little difficult, but we'll figure it out. Just carving it off piece by piece. Okay. So much foam. Alright, can this fit into the body? Here's the question. We want to make sure this fits in there, right? That's pretty good. That's pretty good, actually. Actually, that was really good. Okay, we do need a little stuffing in the body, but like, as far as the foam center, that's pretty good. Okay, so now we want to just cut a hole in this that's big enough for my hand to fit in it. Isn't easy. I will say this part's kind of not that easy. It might be easier to do with a knife, but we're gonna use scissors because I'm a ding dong. Go. Up to like there. Okay. There's our circle. Let's try with this knife. I just remembered I have a knife in this thing. You just gotta be careful with it, obviously. Clearly a mess and a half on the other side, but that's alright. Alright. Not too bad. I might have cut out maybe a little too much, but we'll find out. No, I think I need a little bit more out of, like, see this chunk right here? I think we need to, like, we just need to carve out a little bit more. This bit. Switch the scissors. A little bit off of this side. All right, I think that'll work. Let's cut a little bit off this side. A little bit off this side. Pretty good. Okay. Let's get this in there. All right. Bit of a mess, but it does hold the body in place. I can get my hand in there. Not the easiest fit, but it's not that bad. Pretty good. Might be smart to glue it down, but I don't know. I don't think I need to. I don't think we need to. Are goblins mammals? No, they're goblins. I don't think anything fey is mammal. Okay. I think we need a little bit of stuffing right here in the arm. And we obviously need to clean up our station a little bit. Maybe we should put away this knife. Stuffing right here in the arm. Let's see it again. How's that? That's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Wow, look at that. Uh-oh, right here. That's where we need some stuffing. Yep, see how it's like coming indented there? So right there. So there, you can see on the inside, see that little black bit right there? That's the thumb hole. So what I do when I put my hand in is I just aim my thumb for that thumb hole and then find the rest of it. That thumb hole goes in, and then I fit it in, and there we go. She's looking pretty good. Okay. I think that's pretty good. She's got a little bit of an overbite, and I kind of love it. I'm liking this. Okay, we really do need to clean this up, though, because this foam is getting everywhere. Including my lungs, probably. Let's get rid of all this. All right. Okay. Whew. All right, so now let's customize our goblin a little bit. How exciting. All right, so I think the first thing we want to do is I think we need to add something to the eyes to make them more interesting. Whether that be eyebrows. I think eyebrows would be really fun. I wish that I had put in mechanisms to like make the eyebrows move, but we didn't do that. And at this point, we're not gonna. So I think just sewing on eyebrows could be fun. I just think that it gave a lot of life to Jack here, you know, to have eyebrows. So I think that'd be kind of fun to put eyebrows in. Mohawk is a definite one for me. What else? I think that's pretty good, right? Mohawk and a... Oh, and then rings. Like, we'll cover them in rings. And then eyebrows. And then maybe some eyelashes. What do you think? Should I put little black eyelashes to the sides of the eyes? It'd be really easy to do. Really easy. I think I should. Make them look a little bit different. Did you hear that back crack? That was crazy. Okay. Where is my black yarn? How do I always... I don't know how I always lose my black yarn specifically. Specifically. Whatever, we'll use this one. It's not the same, but that's okay. We don't need that much of it. Should she have brows? Oh my god, you're totally right. So, that's exactly how... That's probably exactly how goblins feed their young. They just regurgitate like a bird. Love that. Okay, I think like a double thickness of this yarn for eyelashes. And it's not going to be eyelashes really. It's just going to be really like from... I'm going to enter right there. But from like here into the eye itself. Like that. I just want her to have beautiful lashes. Like that, and then over in like that. And it's just one straight line, I think, just straight to the eye, like something like this. Maybe. There we go. Let's see how that looks. Like that. Really simple, but I don't know. It just kind of like adds a little bit of something to it. I could also do another strand up to the top there, but I think even just that to the side might be enough. How do you feel? We can try the other one too, though. Let's just give it a shot. I don't know how it's gonna look. I might undo this one. Might undo all this. So another one down to there. It might be too much lashes though. I fear that it's too much lashes. But it'd be like this. Is that too much? I don't know. What do you think? Double or just the one? I'm kind of thinking the one might be enough, or just maybe the one that's a little bit angled up might be better. This is what it looked like before that, by the way. Kristen, do you think it's best with the two or just the one? I think it might be better with just the one. We have to realize we're also probably going to do eyebrows. But like dainty eyebrows. I don't know, I'm torn. Alright, well while you're choosing that, let me try and find some purple yarn for some hair. I might have a better color, but I actually kind of think this might be really good. This pink, and just like, or this blue, pink and blue together could be kind of fun. Double. All right, we got a lot of doubles. Cool. I'm glad you said that. All right, I'll just keep the double then. Let me just make sure it's not going to get in the way of my hand. Yeah, we're good. What is her name going to be? Jill? No, we could probably come up with a better name for that than that. This music is crazy loud. I'm gonna switch songs real quick because I don't like this one. Okay, there we go. Okay, those eyelashes are in. Do the next eye. Should we do eyebrows? What do you think, like this? They look like they're tattooed on if we did that. You know? I don't think we need eyebrows. I think the eyelashes actually add enough. I don't know if we really need eyelash or eyebrows. But how do you feel about it? And the hair, honestly, the hair might, like, eyelashes, eyebrows, hair. Like, I think eyebrows might be too much with the hair. 1 second. I need to move this because it keeps hitting my elbow. It's bothering me. Okay. Next eyelashes will be in here. I think this time I'll go in through here and out through the center instead of the other way around. That. Okay. And then it was a couple over, maybe like into the. Was it into just like there? No, that's not enough. Well, this one a little bit different. Go into there. Come out through up here. Like that. That's close enough. That's pretty good. And then down into the eye. All right, let's see how this looks. Good. Yeah, that looks great. Would it be ridiculous to give her a nipple piercing with no nipple? Too hard. Okay, cool. Oh my god, I am totally picking the colors of Zoe's hair right now. You're totally right. Well, it's because you got the best colors of your hair, Zoe. Look at that. Okay. I mean, already, just those eyelashes alone add so much character.
She looks so cute. I think she should talk like this. Hello. Hello. My name? My name is Jill Gurgle.
Maybe not Jill. I don't know. We're gonna have to ask the whole, like, everybody for name suggestions for this one. All right, let's do a mohawk. I think this pink is really good for a mohawk because it'll be like, it won't even mohawk. It'll probably like lay down more like that because it's so like loosey goosey. But I think it'll look really good because of that. So we're just gonna do a pretty sizable strand of it. I just think this pink is great too because it's got little chunks of weird other colors in there, which will be kind of nice. So I think we'll do it like this. I don't know how many we're gonna add, but we'll want it to be about like maybe a little bit shorter than that, but we'll do like that long per strand. So we'll go like this. Go. Where did I get that foam from? I think I got it from Joann Fabrics, which doesn't exist anymore. Okay, wait, I need to think for a second. If I'm doing mohawks, we want it to lean forward, not back. I mean, I guess leaning back isn't that bad also, but that means I want to pull it out through. If I pull it this way, then the loop will flay down that way. Yeah. Okay, so I think I pull it like this. I go into the center, out through the next stitch, up on the head, pull a loop through that, like this, yarn over these two loops and pull it through, and then it just attaches that on like that. You know? And then we just do up, probably 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 strands out to the top right here, and then we do a few back to back, and then we just double it up. We do that twice. That's what I think we're gonna do. So, you know what, it might be better to do this with a smaller crochet hook. I just don't know where my smaller crochet hook is. Whatever, we're just gonna keep using this hook. Through there, out through there, another strand, like that. I kind of love just that. Zoe thinks we should absolutely give a nip piercing. I love the confidence in that. I do think it would be really funny. Pretty good. Okay. Two, three. Let's do one more down. Don't worry, this mohawk is going to get a trim. But we need to start somewhere. Yeah, we'll go down like boom, boom. Okay. I don't know how we would get this to stand up straight, but I honestly don't think she needs it standing up straight anyhow. So we're gonna double this up, by the way, so it's gonna come over to the left a little bit more. If you're wondering, like, oh no, is it getting off center? It is a little bit, but it's okay. Because we're going to fix that. Can't wait till we figure out what her name is. But I won't name, I won't just like outward name her. I think we need to be, oh wait, Jillian Squelch. Ooh, that's not bad, dude. Jillian Squelch is pretty good. And it's also kind of like Jill, you know, Jack and Jill. And Gurgle, Squelch. Hey, pretty good. Pretty good name suggestion, not gonna lie though. Pretty good. Who's Jillian Welch though? I know that person, I just don't know it, you know? Oh, the one that is I'll fly away. Oh wow, Jules loves this musician. Wow. Okay, cool. Oh, she would love that name then. She would really like that name. Okay, let's see. So we went over. That one's going to come over. And then we're going to go over again. We're almost there. I don't think we need to go too far back with the hair. Probably. We're almost done. Okay, that one's gonna go over. Maybe one more down to here. Or two more. And then we'll go back up it to double up the amount of hair. Which might be too much hair, but I don't know. We'll see. We can always undo some hair. It's not the end of the world. Dang, Jillian Squelch is really hard to not get out of my brain now. You know, you remember that episode where where the McElroy brothers came up with fungal, or what's his name? Oh my freaking, okay, hold on. You need to see this. I can't go too far. Look at that. Oh Lord, he's so cute. Look at my baby kitty cat. Oh my gosh, he's the sweetest little dude. I love him. There you go. Oh, so cute. So stinking cute. Okay, sorry. I just needed to take a cat break just for a second. She looks like a friend. She's got the hairstyle of a friend of mine named Casey. I have two friends named Casey, and a very specific Casey in mind. Okay. Yeah, what was the name of that? Fungalore. Yes, that's it. He heard your wish. Yes, exactly. Yep, that's Jillian Squelch is placing roots in my brain in the same way. All right, now we're gonna just work our way back up this hairdo, doubling it up. Jillian Squelch did not hear your wish. She has no interest in answering wishes. But she'll steal your heart and your car. I'm so nervous when we're gonna cut this hair. You know what I mean? It's like we get a one and done at this. This is alpaca, by the way. She's got alpaca hair. How cool is that? Might be too much hair. Whatever. Oh my gosh, she looks so freaking cool though. Okay, wait, we need to add a little bit more to the front, but like, dang, this hairstyle is looking really cool. I am a fan. Okay, we're gonna come out a little bit with it. Beep, beep, beep. Fungalore, he heard your wish. Heard, chef. Heard, chef. Heard, chef. Boys are so funny. Almost there for the hair. It's gonna be the longest video. When I put all these parts of these videos together, it's gonna be like a 10-hour video. Whatever. Okay. I think that was the last song of that album. We're gonna switch to this. Okay. All right, 3 more strands of hair. And then we get to give her a haircut. We're gonna have to be very careful with our haircut. Okay, 1 more strand. Or maybe we don't do 1 more. Yeah, let's just have it. We'll just have it be a point at the very end. Okay. Does she need a haircut though? Actually, I don't know. Does she need a haircut? Hold on.
Hello. Who, me? My name is Gillian Squelch. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I actually don't think she needs a haircut. I like how they're all different lengths. Easy to move around. Here, let's switch cameras real quick. Right? Like...
Hello. Hello. My name is Gillian Squelch. My hair gets in my eyes sometimes, but I think it's kind of cute.
I don't know. Maybe it is a little long. Just a little bit. Especially in the back. Well, I mean, I kind of like it though. We can just ponytail it like this. It'll be really hard to stand it up straight to be a mohawk though. At this length. It'll pretty much never mohawk. I don't know. It's absolutely a vibe, I agree. Oh, I haven't switched hands, sorry. It's absolutely a vibe. I totally agree. I kind of think we like it. I kind of think I don't want to mess with it. I kind of think it's great as length. I don't know. I like that it goes all the way down past her butt in certain areas too. You know, like in the back. I don't think we need to mess with it. Let's see what happens, because the rings might mess us up. You know, like if we add a bunch of rings in there, they might like make it so she has a really hard time, like it gets stuck in her rings. That would not be good. Okay, so speaking of rings, let's get some yarn or some pins in here. I think they're over here. Found them. Okay. So, I definitely think earrings, like that's a no doubt. And I also kind of think a nose ring would be clever. But let's start with earrings. I think we'll go, sorry, we're going to pierce your ear. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, it's already done. Don't worry. Nope, stop crying. It's okay. Just a piercing. All right. I like it. Let's see if I can make it more like that. So it's downwards. Actually, that's pretty good like that. And this ear. Jack's only got earrings on one side, but I think that Jillian might have it on both sides. Oh, look at me calling her Jillian already. I just can't get the name out of my head. Zoe, you knocked it out of the park with one fell swoop. I wanted to ask people their opinions on names, but now I can't stop thinking about her name being Jillian Squelch. 2 on one side, or a lip, or a nose. I think we go no. Let's try nose. It's a little septum piercing like this. You know? I also like the idea of her having like way too many rings. Septum's pretty cute. It doesn't really look that much like a septum. It kind of just looks like she's got a booger or something. Let's not do that one then. We'll save it for lip. Lip over here maybe? Like this. I'm not feeling the lip one either. Okay, let's try nipples. Is this kosher? It's very funny. Hold on. It does make me laugh. I think her nips would be a little higher up. That. Oh my gosh. Is that ridiculous? That might be too much. I don't know. That might be too much. Let's do another one on the other side. It might be too much though. Gotta line it up. Or you know, maybe one's longer than the other. Who knows? Belly button? We could do belly button piercing. That would be funny. She's giving like very early 2000s vibes already, so. Right, there's the other one. If we do choose to keep the nippies. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't. Jump rings? I think I might have some of those actually. Actually, I don't know if I do, but we could use this gold yarn, this gold loop hoop stuff instead. Here, this is what we would do. Well, she doesn't have any eyebrows. The bee. I mean, eyebrow piercing would be nice, but she doesn't got no eyebrows. Let's try this for the septum. Like that. Actually, that is pretty cool. That's cooler for sure. For the nose piercing, actually, that is kind of really cool. I do like that. Yeah. I just don't know about the nips. I just don't know about those. Belly button we could probably mess with though. Like this. Even just like a little one. I think eyebrow, huh? We could try eyebrow. Lip ring, yeah, lip ring I think we could also go with. Let's try this for the eyebrow. Because this actually might work. Actually, eyebrows not bad. It might be a little much. I just feel like she's getting a lot of rings here. She's got a lot of jewelry on her, and it's just kind of not. They're all like looking too much the same. I think we can do another loop. Let's do another hoop somewhere. Lose the nips? Okay, thank you for saying that. I'm glad you said that, so. They're just not working for her. Sorry, girl. But maybe we can do a belly button. Oh, we have to sew on a belly button too. Hold on. I forgot about a belly button. We gotta sew a little belly button on. And then we can add a ring to it if we want to. Ooh, my tummy's getting hungry. I'm getting a grumbly belly. Okay, we need to, speaking of a grumbly belly, let's add a belly button onto you. Something right, starting right here. Go up a few, down a few, like this. Boom, and then we'll go up, down like this. Like that. Yeah, there's our belly button. Little X. And then we can add a thing to that. Actually, we probably could just do that while we're doing it. You know, like, you know what? Yeah, let's just do, what am I doing? Let's just do that. Hold on. Okay, we need to thread this onto a bead of some kind. Maybe like this. Is this too big? Is that too big of a piercing for the belly button? No, right? I think that's pretty good. I like it. Let's do it. Purple, you know, matches her hair a little bit. It'd be hard to ever remove this, but why would she ever even want to remove it, Dad? It's not a phase. What? Like that. Oh my god, my tummy is grumbling. That's pretty good. I like it. Let's do it. I think it's a good addition. I don't want to tie it too tight. It wouldn't be the end of the world to remove this too. All right. Got her belly button pierced. She got lips. Let's do, I think we can do one more ring. We'll try the lip. We'll try the lip. We also could do a few more ears. Wouldn't be bad. Yeah. Okay, so I'll do a smaller lip ring too, instead of making it as big as the other one. I need something tinier to wrap around. Let's try this one. Like that. Yeah, this could work. Okay. Right here, I think. Try to go into this. I might be doing this wrong. But I think this side needs the lip piercing, by the way, because there's so many teeth on this side. I don't want it to mess with how she eats, you know? She's got to eat that gold. Okay, around twice. That is actually, it might be too big of a lip. Yeah, that's a little big, huh? That's just a little tiny bit too big to me. So let's shrink it down a little bit. It's not a big deal. Easy to fix, I think. I think we get away with not doubling it up too. So if I just like shrink this down. Just tighten it a little bit more. So it's like that long. And then we'll just lose the edges of it. And there's just going to be a little piece of metal somewhere hidden in this room. Okay. That. Like that. Nice. Okay. Go. Okay, that'll work. See how that looks. I worry it's not in far enough. But actually, that's kind of sick. Can you see it? You can kind of barely see it, but I like it. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, yeah, let's do that. We'll do more earrings on this side and we'll put a bead through one of them. I like that. That's a good idea. Let's see. Can I get a smaller bead though? I have them all over the floor. Yeah. Okay. This way. This. We're gonna go in through here. To there. Wait, am I doing this right? I feel like I'm doing this all wrong. Yeah, I am doing it all wrong. lock this end in. I got a plan. I got an idea now. I'll lock this end in by just twisting it. And then we're just gonna go get that bead in there. And then we're gonna go in. That. I'm gonna tighten it and then cut the end off. Probably could have done that better. That's alright. It's a little bit of a messy earring, but honestly it kind of looks cool because it is so messy. Alright, we got just a little bit of this gold left. We can do another one on somewhere. Maybe on this ear? This other ear? Yeah, let's do another one over here, more on the outside of the ear. Like here. I'm gonna do this differently this time though. Another bead, Maybe a blue one, find one. Yeah, nice. Yeah, let's go with this blue one. Nice. Okay. Cool. There we go. This end through the stitches. This one is a little bit weird, but not that bad. Nice. That's actually kind of cool. It's like a little bit more dangling than the other ones. Okay, I think we actually have enough for maybe one more ring. She is covered though. Let's do one on the top of the ear. Let's do one, just a ring on the top of this ear, like right there. At the end of this. Between here to there. So we've made, oh, no, I'm gonna undo that one. We've made a lot of things on this stream that end up being very Zoe or Zoe coded, but I think this might be the most Zoe coded thing we've made so far. What do you think? You let me know, Zoe. But it feels like this is a very Zoe thing. Off this. Okay. stitches at the top of the ear. This is the one that's going to probably snag on the hair the most, but whatever. She knows the sacrifices she makes for her fashion. Nice. I actually really like that one. That one's cool. Okay. She's covered in earrings. Oh my gosh. I think she's done. I don't think I have anything else I really want to add to her. I mean, I could add more, like, piercings and stuff, but I don't think she needs any. I can't think of anything else that I want to add. I mean, a tattoo would be funny. We could put a little heart tattoo on her. Let's see what that would. Let's see. An anchor. A money sign. What do we think? A lightning bolt. What could we do? This gobbo is literally you. Okay, so what tattoo would really send this home? Oh, definitely. I get that vibe. I would say personally, Frog Finagler. By the way, that's who we played with. Frog Finagler, Allison, right? Allison is who we played Battle Gummies with the other day. I'm getting bi vibes personally, but I don't know. Okay, I don't know what Zoe. I think you get to pick the tattoo, but it needs to be simple. A helix. Frog Finagler says we should do a helix. I'm thinking like right here on her hip. Might even be low. Alyssa, that's it, Alyssa. I don't know, but I also think that she could. I don't think she necessarily needs a tattoo. We could do a little heart, just a little tiny heart in the back of her ear. That would be kind of cute. Like right behind her ear. You know how some people do that? Let's do that. I'm gonna do that unless Zoe, you have a better idea somewhere down the line. But I'm gonna just start with that. We can do more than one tattoo though. I don't know how good I'm gonna do at this, but I'm gonna do my best. That. I could go over it again too, to like double it up. See what that would even look like. I don't think it necessarily needs to be doubled, but like I could round it essentially by like going around all these edges, and it'll round this out, look a little bit more. Yeah, let's do it. I think I want the rounds to be. No, we'll do it this way with the curve of the ear. One, maybe two. Yeah, like that. Yeah, okay. Getting really extra by adding tattoos. But I mean, we spent all this time working on this goblin. It would be ridiculous for us not to go extra on the detail, you know? Like on the whatever sports people say, on the 20-yard line or whatever. There we go. Two wraps per section. actually going to go in there and then do it again on the outside. Yeah, see, that gives that heart way more of a rounded shape. I like it. And then it was like towards the inside, right? So this time we want to do the other way around. I didn't even get into that stitch. Jeez Louise. Oh my gosh, come on. Can't get in that stitch at all. There we go. You're just a unicorn. Yeah, I agree with that. Oh, we should have given her a unicorn horn. Two per section is the plan. Dude, Jack is gonna be so into Jillian here. But I don't know if Jillian's gonna be that into Jack, and that's alright too. I don't know, we'll see. They'll probably fall for each other realistically. I mean, look at that. Look at this goblin belly. How could you not love it? Alright. Like that. And now she's got a little tattooed ear, or tattoo heart. It's kind of, I mean, I've done better, I'm not going to lie, but it's not bad. Oh my gosh, this song throws me back so much. Yeah. That's okay if it's not a great tattoo. She doesn't have to see it. It's for everybody else to see. Threads in there, shape it out just a little bit. It's not bad. It's a heart. I can tell it's a heart. I love her. Okay, you guys, I think this is gonna be it for the day. Oh, she's so cute. And you know what? I'm just gonna call it. Her name is Jillian. Jillian Squelch. It's too perfect of a name to let it go. Especially with Jack Gurgle. Jack Gurgle and Jillian Squelch. I mean, come on. Okay, now we need to work on her voice, though.
On her voice? I think she needs a little bit higher of a voice, like this, maybe. But we don't need to get that crazy with it. Jack talks like this. This is Jack. And this is Jill. Jillian. My name is Jillian Squelch.
Hold on, we gotta switch cameras again. Stay. Perfect. Face cam.
Hello. I am Jillian Squelch. Of the Squelch family fortune. Yeah, that's right. We're rich goblins.
You're right, let's show them both. Jack is a little bit easier. Just barely.
Jack is just barely. Jack is just. How do I Jack? My name's Jack Gurgle. There we go. Jack is a little bit easier open and close because I think he's been used more, you know? And then Jill is just looking fine. I love her! I love her!
She's great. No, I won't. I won't make them kiss on camera. You guys can kiss on your own, you little dirty goblins. You little nasty goblins. Okay, switch to the hands. There we go. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining this series of live streams. I super duper appreciate it. I think Jillian is freaking awesome. She's covered in piercings. She looks so cool. And now we have a pattern. Now we have got a written instructions for making more of these goblin puppets. If you're out there and you crochet a goblin puppet using this tutorial, please, I beg you, send me a picture, please. You can email me directly at louis@clubcrochet.com, or you can post it on Instagram or wherever and tag me. I'm at Louis Loops. Please tag the channel as well, at Club Crochet. Send it to us. You can post a picture online of your finished project, and it'll go to everybody that has an account on Club Crochet will see it too. So please send me a picture. And if you make this with blanket yarn, so you make a giant goblin puppet, I will give you a full year's membership to Club Crochet for designs. For the first person that does that. That is my deal. If someone makes this gigantic, I will give you an entire year's worth of membership to the website. Because I want to see that so bad. Thank you so much for joining. I really ultimately super mega ultra appreciate you being here. This has been an extremely fun series of videos. I think we'll do long form videos more often like this because it makes it a little bit easier for me to know what I'm crocheting. I don't know when the next one's going to be though. I think that we'll be live likely next Friday. Let me just make sure. Let me look at my calendar real quick. Yes, we got a Gumi live stream. So if you're free and available, we will be doing a live stream on the 24th. We might do a later live stream on the 24th. We might play a game of Battle Gummies with Jules. I'm not sure exactly what time it's going to be. The best way to make sure that you don't miss it live is like this video down below, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss it when we come out with new videos. The second best way is join our email list. You can join the email list by just creating an account at clubcrochet.com, and you'll get an email notification when we're going to go live that day, and it'll let you know all that information. So yeah, please go follow and all that fun stuff. What else did I want to say? Oh yeah, please pre-order my book. Go get my book, Crocheted Gummies, coming out this September. And if you really want to go above and beyond, I mean, not even above and beyond, this is actually even a cheaper way to support, is support this game on September 1st. Buy the game on September 1st. September 1st, put it in your calendars. Battle Gummies is coming out. If you follow the account right now by going to battlegummies.com, Gummies spelled with one I, no E, if you do that right now, you'll also get a preview of our book. You'll get one of the patterns from the book for free in a preview. Again, let's look at these cards just one more time, just because it's just so cool. It's just so freaking cool. One day maybe Jack Gurgle will be a card in one of these. Look at that. There's Maddie. There's Maddie Macaw. Look at that. And there's like a hummingbird. And there's a fluffalo. And there's a hermit crab. And there's an octopus. And there's Frankie the cactus and Chip the seagull. Oh, it's so cool. It's so cool. I'm so excited to play a game. So I'm going to probably play more games of this week too. So if anybody wants to play a game with me, there's ways to play online. So we can play online. You can join the Discord channel to learn more about that. And yeah. Anyhow, I have talked enough, I think. I believe that now we should say goodbyes. So, oh my gosh. Stop it. You hang up first. Oh wait, hold on. We need a last second Jimbo. We need to see Jimbo real quick. Hold on, I need to freeze the camera. There we go. Another look at the great and powerful Jimbo. Oh, look at my kitty cat. We gotta clean this office up really bad, but look at this baby. He's so cute and asleep and upside down. He's such a good baby. Oh, he's twitching. Oh, I love him. I love him so much. All right, everybody. Thanks again for joining. I will see you later this week. Pasta la pizza. Happy hooking. And stop. You hang up first. Oh my gosh. You're making me blush. Okay, bye.